Good evening, and welcome to the 2015 Homecoming Ceremony. Our first Queen candidate this evening is Bailey Catherine Robson, daughter of Kelly and Susan Robson. Bailey is a member of the Marion Presbyterian Church and Youth Group. She has been involved in volleyball 4 years, basketball 3 years, softball 3 years, cheer 3 years, musical 4 years, play 3 years, singers 2 years, key club 1 year, junior class president, senior class vice president, choir 4 years, book club 2 years, Stuco where she is currently the secretary, and National Honor Society where she is currently the vice president. Bailey's advice to underclassmen is to be kind to everyone. It's as that. People around you care. When asked about her most embarrassing moment, Bailey said, "My moment is both memorable and embarrassing. One day at softball practice last year, Coach Felvis tried to hit a pop fly to right field, but instead it came to me at second base. I camped myself underneath it, thinking my previous outfield experience would make this an easy catch. I had my glove up and ready the entire time, but I somehow missed. The ball came down straight on my right eye, and it swelled up to the size of a golf ball almost instantly. Then I got a nice big black eye that lasted for nearly 3 weeks. Not to mention, the right corner of my eye turned blood red. I was just glad it happened after prom." When asked who she looks up to, Bailey said, "I look up to my brother Zach. 1, because he is a lot taller than me, and 2, because he's a great role model, especially since he has gone off to college. He has grown in his faith and lives for God the best he can. On top of that, he has a big heart and never fails to make me laugh, and that is the kind of person I want to be. A person that will pick you up when you're down and remind you of all the good in life, because that's what he is for me. He is my best friend in the entire world, and I am so blessed to have him. I love you, you do."
Our first King candidate this evening is Adam Gunnar Saline, son of Amy and Doug Saline. Adam is a member of the Marion Presbyterian Church. Adam has been involved in football 4 years, wrestling 1 year, track 3 years, musical 4 years, Scholars Bowl 3 years, and forensics 4 years. Adam's advice to underclassmen is keep as many friends as you can, and don't leave anyone behind. All we have is each other, and you never know when you'll need to lean on someone. When asked what his most memorable moment was, Adam said, "Getting my shoulder broken by the ocean." When asked who he looks up to most, Adam said, "My grandma. She is such a hard worker and has kept God in her life."
Our second Queen candidate this evening is Kirsten Drew Hansen, daughter of Andy and Stacy Hansen. Kirsten attends the Marion Presbyterian Church and Youth Group. She has been involved in volleyball 4 years, basketball 3 years, track 3 years, safe team 3 years, key club 4 years, and Stuco 4 years. When asked who she looks up to most, Kirsten said, "I look up to my parents because they never give up on me and support me no matter what." When asked what her most memorable moment was, Kirsten said, "When we were coming back from basketball camp, driving a big white van with a license plate that says Papa on it, we all decided to stop at a gas station to use the restroom. And while we were unloading, a man went up to Mr. Robson and asked if he was Papa." Kirsten's advice to underclassmen is always stay true to what you believe in and give 100%.
Our second King candidate this evening is Remington Brant Putter, son of Brad and Patricia Butter. Remington is a member of Alney United Methodist Church and goes to Marion Presbyterian Youth Group. He has been involved in FFA 4 years, FCA 2 years, Safe Team 1 year, Bigs 2 years, football 3 years, baseball 3 years, wrestling 3 years, and has been a professional handstander for 3 years. Remington's advice to underclassmen is Proverbs 19:20. Listen to advice and accept instruction, that you may gain wisdom in the future. When asked what his most memorable moment was, Remington said, "One morning I was going up the stairs with a plate full of biscuits and gravy. As my clumsy self, I tripped and it went everywhere. I quickly looked around and saw a teacher in the hallway. When they asked me what happened, I blamed this on Jarrett and Noah for pushing me down. At the moment, they were laughing at me on the ground until the teacher started yelling at them and got them in trouble." When asked who he looked up to most, Remington said, "Chad Atkins. He sets a great example and shows me how to live a good life."
Our final Queen candidate this evening is Sydney Diane Baldwin, daughter of Dean and Sheila Baldwin. Sydney attends the Marion Presbyterian Church and Youth Group. Sydney has been involved in volleyball 3 years, basketball 1 year, basketball management 1 year, softball 3 years, cheerleading 2 years, musical 2 years, stage crew 2 years, Key Club 2 years, NHS 3 years, where she is currently the secretary, class office 1 year, choir 3 years, book club 2 years, and Stuco 4 years, where she is currently the president. When asked what her most embarrassing moment in high school was, Sydney said, "In choir during freshman year, Mr. Clark was still our music teacher, and let's just say our class was goofing off big time that day. He had finally gotten us all settled down and was counting us off to start singing when I let out a faint little giggle. He immediately gave me a detention for laughing, and everyone made fun of me for weeks afterwards." When asked who she looks up to the most, Sydney said, "My parents. They are always there for me and have my back. They give me the best advice when I am struggling with anything and never make fun of me, even when my problems are laughable." When asked what her advice is to underclassmen, she said, "Participate in as many things as you can, because once you look back, being involved and having fun will be what you remember most about high school. Also, stay true to yourself."
Our final king candidate this evening is Harold Dylan Pippin, son of Eric Pippin and Amy Harshman. Dylan is a member of the Marion Christian Church. He has been involved in football 4 years, basketball 3 years, baseball 3 years, FFA 4 years, and choir 1 year. Dylan's advice to underclassmen is to work hard in class. It will pay off when you get older. When asked what his most embarrassing moment was, Dylan said, "I call the defensive plays in the huddle, and when I went out and was making the calls, and after I was done, they all told me that we were on offense." When asked who he looked up to most, he said, "My dad. He never stops working, and if he is not working at home, then he is helping someone else."
The little helpers this evening are Riley and Clayton Thomas, son and daughter of Joel and Megan Thomas. Assisting the little helpers this evening is the 2014 homecoming king and queen, Jacob Baldwin and Samantha Davies.
Will the king candidates please step forward? The 2015 homecoming king and queen are Ell Saline and Bailey Robson.
On behalf of the MHS Student Council, we would like to thank Gene Winkler, Susan and Bailey Robson, the USD 408 Board of Education, Brian Hess, Dusty and Misty Hett, Mr. Chad Atkins, Mr. Lee Liker, Mr. Todd Gordon, Jane Whitwell, and Connie Williams.
Central National Bank proudly supports the students and staff of Marion Florence USD 408. Central National Bank has been providing Kansans with sound financial advice since 1884. We are dedicated to providing the quality service that makes our Marion County customers and the communities we serve successful. The officers and employees of Central National Bank work to be your financial resource of choice in the Marion County area.
At home or on the road, the Jerry Cady Agency sponsors our MCTV broadcast area. The MCTV crew relies on them to come through. If you rely on farming and growing of crops, the Jerry Cady Agency will be there for you too. They specialize in crop and hail insurance, but provide a wide range of quality insurance products while maintaining a commitment to always provide the best service possible to each and every customer. Contact Brad Cady at 382-3282.
When the Warriors cross the goal line, it's a Case & Son touchdown. Case & Son is an independent insurance agency representing many companies and offering a full line of property and casualty insurance, including home, auto, farm, business, and life. Case & Son is the oldest continuously operated business in Marion County. Just as MCTV counts on them for support, you can count on Case & Son Insurance. When time is called on the field, it's a Tampa State Bank timeout. Tampa State Bank provides support to MCTV and provides the best in banking services in Marion and Tampa. Tampa State Bank is one of the few locally owned banks in Marion County and offers a full range of banking services, including ATM service, internet banking, and all the modern conveniences. Tampa State Bank provides friendly, courteous officers and staff, as they have since 1901. When it comes to banking, see TSB.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MCTV Channel 20. This is Mike Powers here with Casey Case and Jeremiah Lang, Danny Maddox, Jay Smith, and Gene Winkler to bring you tonight's Marion Warriors homecoming festivities. You saw the crowning of the king and queen, and now we're ready to take on the visiting Ell Saline Cardinals. This is your Central National Bank pregame show. Mr. Case, Mr. Lang, what do you think about the game?
Well, to heck with the game, I got some other information. Mike and I started doing this broadcast 20 years ago this season in 1994 when the class of 1995 were seniors. This year they're having their 20th class reunion. Mike, how does that make you feel?
Well, we actually started it 21 years ago because we started it when they were juniors.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we did. We started in the 1990. Oh, yeah, 94 season.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Well, we got that worked out.
Yeah.
Anyway, it makes me feel old to think that the guys we started out broadcasting with are having their 20th class reunion this weekend. I saw a lot of them today, and they're all looking good. That was a great class.
Makes you feel old. I'm older than you. What do you think it does to me?
Yeah, it probably makes you feel really old.
Well, Central National Bank is appreciating this thoughtful and insightful pregame. So, Jeremiah, can you pull us out of heat here?
Mike, I think we're going to have an exciting game tonight. I'm hoping the Warriors come out fired up. I'm sure Ell Saline's going to come out. They got, if I'm remembering correctly, they got shut out against Cedric last week. and they're going to be looking to put some points on the board tonight. They come with a bunch of seniors, 6 seniors on offense, 7 seniors on defense. Notably, the quarterback and the running back, Noah Bradley and Dakota Kame, are going to be go-to guys for the Ell Saline Cardinals tonight. We're going to look for them to run quite a bit, but we also know they can pass. So our defense is going to have to be on their toes and cover their positions.
Talked to somebody from Sedgwick today who was at the game last week when Sedgwick beat Ell Saline 31-0. He said they're athletic, they have some good kids, but they just were not executing. They were overthrowing their receivers. Said their big running back, the 210-pound kid, only touched the ball 1 time. So I don't know whether he was dinged up or what, but on paper they look pretty good. They have, what, a 256-pound linebacker?
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah, that kid's going to be a load, and Grant talks about him in the scouting report. But if Sedgwick beat him 31-0 and the Warriors execute tonight, I say we go 4-0 on homecoming.
I think this tonight will tell a real story in terms of how far the Warriors have to go this season to be a competitor in the playoffs. If we come out and handle Ell Saline, I think that we have reason to feel pretty good. If we get beat, well, we're going to have to do some retooling, I suppose.
Yeah, I think if we win tonight, it's going to send a good message throughout the state that Marion is ready for the rest of the season.
We have a tough schedule. We have a tough district. It's going to be battle-tested by the time we get to the end of the season, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
This is the Central National Bank pregame show, and we're going to go off the air for just a couple moments. We'll be back from the Jerry Katie Insurance broadcast area for tonight's ball game.
We are committed to delivering the most reliable service and original, creative programming and better quality choices.
To not just meet but exceed your expectations so you can choose your own entertainment when, where, and how you want it, anywhere and anytime.
With individual plans that allow you to pick your services and have access to customer service 7 days a week.
Because you deserve the best value in entertainment, and it's our job to deliver it. No exceptions, no excuses.
We are Eagle Communications.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Prairie Land Partners, the largest John Deere dealership in South Central Kansas, specializing in large ag, turf, and integrated solutions products. Prairie Land is always close by with 9 locations and more than 250 employees. Prairie Land Partners, partnering together with you to nurture the land. Right here at home, Marion National Bank supports the Marion community and the area. Committed to serving the financial needs of our community since 1905, Marion National Bank offers full-service banking, including agricultural, commercial, consumer, real estate, and loans for any worthwhile purpose. Meeting all of your banking expectations, Marion National Bank, your neighborhood bank. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408.
All right, the Warriors have taken the field. Jeremiah and I are ready for the call of the game from the Jerry Katie Insurance broadcast area. Casey's down on the field where he'll be bringing us the St. Luke Hospital quarterly reports between the quarters. I know that sounds weird, but that's when it'll do it. And we hope you'll enjoy the ball game. This should be a real good ball game. Jeremiah, I guess this may be a little extension of the pregame, but this Sedgwick team, this Ell Saline team may have gotten beat pretty good last week, but good teams sometimes have a bad week.
They do, and if they get beat like they got beat last week and they're good, they're going to come out geared up to go after it.
Exactly. Ball's taken on the 24. And that's Wheeler, brings it forward to the 34.
Yeah, Ell third in the first half, that's why Marion has a kick. And Marion's going to start up here on about the 33-yard line, 34-yard line, 33.
They have pretty game so far this year. This wind isn't anything near like what we had last week, but we do have a pretty good wind that'll be more or less in the Warriors out of the northeast. Snyder. Snap. Now we got a busted play. Snyder's going to keep it, maybe lose a yard.
Yeah, just nothing there. The fake, and there wasn't anything to get it when he looked around. So Ell Saline gets a tackle at about the goal line. Doesn't look like there was a loss of yardage on the play.
We might mention that last year the Warriors, of course, on the road at Ell Saline in a game that I think we all expected to win, were beaten, and went on to play in the state championship game. They did not win it, but they had a heck of a good season.
They had a heck of a season.
Snyder gets back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10. Heidebrecht in motion. Snyder keeps, has a little running room. Snyder gets outside. Snyder's in a foot race now. Finally dragged down as it crosses the 35 of the Cardinals.
Snyder brought down at about the 33-yard line on the opposing side. Started at the 33-yard line of the Marion side. Great run by Snyder, lots of room, great blocking. I'm amazed that he was caught. Usually when he gets away, no one's going to catch him.
He started to open up. He had the one guy, I maybe had a little angle, maybe just was also fast. But big run for the Warriors. It's been Stuklik and Wheeler out on the right side. Slot back over there's Heidebrecht. That's a handoff. No, that's a pitch to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to cut back against the grain, and he gets back to the original line, and that's about it.
Yeah, he must have seen something that I didn't see because he ran right into 3 Cardinals.
Actually, a yard loss on that play. Warriors substitute. Bring in Bryce Schultz along with Jack. Well, Snyder obviously was in there. That's Pippen coming out of the ball game. You got Schultz on the right side, the far side. Peterson, the near side. Snyder wants to pass, gets it away. That's caught by Peterson. He eludes a couple of tacklers. Boy, one more and we'd have had another foot race.
Yeah, he picks up about 6 yards, 7 yards on the play, and gets tripped up by the ankle. The player held on to his ankle and wouldn't let go. There's
a replay from the Danny Cam. Danny Maddox, of course, runs the Danny Cam. That was a very poor replay. Danny insists that we call it the Danny Cam.
One of the things that we talked about at the end of the last game down in Remington was the need to get those passes a lot tighter. And that was a great way to start the passing game tonight.
So 3rd and 4. Warriors have 3 receivers on the right side. Now the man in motion. Riggs with the carry. Riggs has been money so far this year. The ball popped out, but they're saying he was down. And I think that's really close to the first down.
We're going to see what Riggs does here.
And this is a similar problem to what we had the first game. Gene will continue to work on it. We hope we can get that corrected. If not, you're going to get real familiar with watching them line up. It is 4th down and short, probably close to a yard. Warriors going to go for it from the 24 of the Cardinals. Riggs with the carry. Riggs has got the first down. He's inside the 20. He's inside the 15.
Great carry by Riggs. Riggs, we'll see throughout the game. He just gets stronger as the game goes, and he's a lot of fun to watch.
Casey mentioned the big linebacker, Kobe Inglesby. He's also an offensive tackle. He's their biggest player at 235, and other than that, they don't have the size on the line that some of our earlier opponents have had.
Not that we've seen other places.
So 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Warriors. Snyder wants to pass. That's caught by Peterson out in the flat. He's trying to fight back to the line of scrimmage. Well defended.
Yeah, I think he might have got there. That was a dangerous pass. It looked like it went backwards, and if that had hit the ground, we would have been in trouble.
They show it no gain, no loss, so 2nd and 10. 8:02 to go in this first quarter. Warriors would love to go down on their first possession of the ball game and get a score here. Put some pressure on the Cardinals. Riggs again. Nice gain. He's going to get about 5.
Good carry by Riggs, right following his blockers and able to pick up a few yards.
It's right now just a real nice night for football. It is pretty humid, I think, but fairly cool. Don't know what the temperature is, but it can't be too warm.
I will say the home Jerry Katie insurance booth is a lot more comfortable than the away Jerry Katie.
Yes, it is. I will grant you that. Although next time we go on the road, it'll even be better than last time. 3rd and 5. Snyder hands off to Riggs. Riggs is going to get inside the 10 before he's pushed back. It'll bring up another 4th down.
Yes, it's going to be about 4th and 4, it looks like, maybe 3.
And they're going to move the stick here.
56 there, guys. That was number 56. He is a load. Are you sure he's only listed at 230? I thought it was like 254.
235.
Okay, 235.
Yeah,
All right.
Inglesby.
By the way, it's 67 degrees with a 7-mile-an-hour northeast wind.
Thank you, Merrill Teller. All right, a big 4th down here early in this game, midway through the first quarter. Snyder keeps, wants to throw, pops it out there to Heidebrecht. We got a flag down. Heidebrecht will have the first down, depending on what happens with that flag.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from here what that flag was for. I'm not even able to speculate, so we'll have to see from the official.
We've got them mic'd up. We've got pass interference, offensive pass interference. So
you hate to see that.
Indicating one of the Warriors, don't know if it was the receiver or one of the other receivers, but somebody pushed off. That'll push the Warriors back. That'll bring up 4th and
a whole bunch.
4th and 20. Maybe 19.
Yeah, we'll see what's in the bag of tricks here.
We got Riggs lined up in the tailback position, or running back. A lot of the terminology I've always used is no longer relevant. So what Snyder's going to do on 4th down. He wants to pass. Got a lot of pressure. He gets the ball away. That's intended for Wheeler. Oh, Wheeler almost makes a circus catch out there.
That was close. Wheeler able to get up there, put his hands on, just not able to come down with the ball. It's a good attempt by the Warriors on 4th down. It's going to be a turnover on downs now to Ell Saline, and we'll see the Warrior defense out here ready to stand ground.
If you're looking for anything to make you feel better, perhaps I don't think that Corbin would have had a first down, even if he caught that. Now, if he had managed to keep his feet, but I don't think he could have kept his feet.
No, he was up pretty high and leaning.
All right, we got 1st and 10 from their own 23 for the Cardinals. Their first opportunity on offense at the 6:13 mark of this first quarter. No score to this point. Warriors had a long drive. Going around that left side, they're outside, and that's a first down and then some. And that has been, Jeremiah, teams this year clearly think they want to get around the corner on us.
Yeah, that's been the go-to play for opposing teams, to try and turn the corner on us and make us run after them. And fortunately, Wheeler was able to get out there and drive them out of bounds.
Oh, Casey was looking at us. I thought he was going to talk. So after the 1st and 10, that brings the Cardinals up to their own 38. Nice gain on that play, 15-yard gain. Handoff coming this direction.
You can see Garrett Hoffner sneaking up in there. He's anticipating that play. He just got in a little deep, unable to make the tackle.
That was Zaid Korb. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 145, very quick. We're having some problems, obviously, with our replays, so we'll see whether we can fix that or not, but may not happen. Quarterback hands off, goes around the other end this time, and they're just going from one side of the field to the other. There is a flag down.
Yeah, flag came in from the opposing sideline. I think we're going to see a holding call that's going to bring the ball back.
It would be a first down if the play stands, but it looks like the Cardinals already know it's against them. Of course, we want to wish everyone a very, very happy Old Settlers Day weekend. We hope that this will be aired on Sunday and then again Wednesday. We hope that you had a great Saturday. And if you are somehow telepathic and can hear us now, then we hope you hope you come up to us tomorrow at the parade and tell us you enjoyed the broadcast.
Yeah.
Just throwing out possibilities.
That's right.
All right, 2nd and 21 for the Cardinals this time. From the shotgun. Quarterback wants to pass, gets it away right in the middle of the formation. Hit immediately by Wheeler.
Yeah, picked up about 10 yards, maybe 9, short of, I believe, the original line of scrimmage. When we started this series. And Corbin comes in, makes a strong tackle to set him down right there at about the 43.
I like the play call.
37.
I like the play call. It puts them in a position to have a makeable, although it's still 3rd and 10, but they're not 3rd and forever. But Wheeler does a nice job, wrapped him up. I think the idea was for him to get some yards after the catch on that.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go once Corbin would hit him.
Going around that sweep on that left side again. Oh, he's hit hard. He's going to be short, but it will be 4th and short.
It will be. He's going to only have about a yard, maybe 2 to go here. Warriors coming up off the pile. Quite a few of them involved over there. Number 2, Peyton Heidebrecht was in on that. Number 6, Mason Peterson.
I think that's going to be a 4th and it's really about a yard and a half. I'm going to call it 2, but it's a short 2.
Yeah.
All right. Early in this game, big play. Straight handoff. That's a power play, and it's going to get the first down.
Yeah, he was able to drive right up the middle. The rest of his players able to give him a push and able to get that first down.
Up to this point, all the running plays from the Cardinals have been based on speed and deception. That one was just a line-up smash-mouth football play.
Yeah, I think they're going to find that play is not going to be available to them most of the game.
This may be a game where conditioning comes into play because both teams have been running the ball all over the place, passing the ball with some frequency. I noticed coming in that Ell Saline was about 1/3 pass, 2/3 rush on the season. So 1st and 10 from the 50. Going around that left side again. And again, some running room.
And that's Bryce Schultz on the tackle. They were able to wrap him up and pull him down, but not before he gains about 8 yards.
Yeah, he did get just at 8. Nice tackle by Schultz to save the first down. Oh, by the way, we want to not only mention Jerry Katie Broadcast Insurance Broadcast Area, but also the first quarter sponsors, Eagle Communications, Prairieland Partners, Marion National Bank, and Lanning Pharmacy.
Appreciate all of their sponsorship.
2:50 to go, first quarter, no score. And we've got a flag and we had not a complete fumble, but a mishandling of the ball by the quarterback, but they were in motion.
Yeah, definitely a bunch of people going different directions on that play. So they're going to line up and see if they're all on the same page here. Great turnout for fans here tonight for homecoming and Old Settlers Day weekend. Wonderful to see the stands filled up.
We started with the homecoming ceremony, and we want to again congratulate the King and Queen. Condolences to the moms of everyone who isn't King or Queen.
Yeah, it was a great group of candidates. It was fun to see them all down there.
2nd down and 7 now. Handoff and hit. Nice. Oh, good job by the running back to fight through the tackle. Ends up getting a couple of yards.
Tyler Palak made the initial hit, which slowed him down. Wasn't able to wrap him up. Unfortunately, he had Warriors behind him ready to take him down.
That'll make it 3rd and 4. Interesting, Jeremiah, you would think, okay, 3rd and 4, stop them, make them punt, but I don't know. They're on the 44-yard line. Would you punt from here on 4th down?
I'm not sure that you would. It's 0-0. There might not be much to gain unless you can drop a punt in at about the 5-yard line, which is a pretty specific task.
Quarterback fakes, wants to pass, gets it away, complete, hit immediately and dropped at the 30, but another first down. Good tackle by Wheeler.
Yeah, that's about a 15-yard gain there for Ell Saline, and we can't afford to give up those kinds of plays. We need to be on the receivers.
Tell you what, the quarterback there, Noah Bradley, he's a senior. That was a nicely thrown pass, just on a line to that receiver.
Yeah, it was a laser.
This has been a very quick quarter. No scores so far. Warriors got down to the 15-yard line of the Cardinals and end up having to turn the ball over. Cardinals have now driven to the Warriors 30 with 1:23 to go. Oh, we had a shot at the running back in the backfield, but don't get him, and he's going to pick up a couple.
Yeah, you can see Dylan Pippin got his hands on him, just not able to wrap him up. He's able to pick up a couple yards there.
That'll make it 2nd and 8. It's always kind of fun, Jeremiah. I look around, I see people here that if they go to one game a year, it would surprise me. But if they're going to go to one, it's going to be an Old Settlers Day game.
Yeah, this is just one of the joys of being out here in kind of rural America, these Friday night football games.
Ball's on the ground. I was going to say the quarterback recovered, but it's a Warrior ball.
Warrior ball, very good.
I was starting to say, I was going to say the quarterback recovered, but all of a sudden I see more bodies diving. We'll try again on the replay here. And we're just not getting that done. We'll get it fixed before next game, or not. We've got 36 seconds left to go in the quarter. The Warriors will take over on their own 27, perhaps dodging a bullet with that fumble recovery. Hand off to Riggs. Riggs going to get across the 30-yard line.
That'd probably be the end of the quarter, I imagine.
Want to remind you, when we do get to the end of the quarter, we will have some messages from some of our fine sponsors, specifically Eagle Communications, Prairie Land Partners, Marion National Bank, and Lanning Pharmacy. They are our first quarter sponsors. Thank each and every one of them. Please patronize those businesses. Then we'll have Casey Case and the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. See if we get off this play here. 2nd and 8. Snyder keeps. Pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler comes down the near sideline. Wheeler, lowered his shoulder, dropped the defender, and gets into the 50-yard line. That's the end of our Jeremiah.
Wheeler saw 24 there, and he was not going to give up those yards. He just let 24 know, I'm coming through, and I'm going to pick up 3 more yards. Thank you for standing there.
And his fan club down below appreciates it. Let's take a break.
Triple R Hauling is your hauling expert, offering custom step deck hauling in more than 27 states. Triple R Hauling will handle your heavy equipment, military equipment, farm machinery, and most any item you need moved. Hauling specialty and emergency loads, ramp use, bridges, and tarps are available if needed. Call Wally or Kim at 382-7802 and get things moving. Shelter Insurance is one of the most successful and financially sound regional insurance groups in the country, providing insurance products specifically designed to best suit you, including protection for your home, life, car, farm, business, and more. Drop in and see Shelter Agent Doug Heary for great rates and professional service. Doug will help you find the right coverage at the right price. Just as the Warriors practice and play hard to achieve success, the folks at Heary Real Estate work tirelessly to meet your needs. From listing to closing, Lori Heary and her agents are there to help you. Buying or selling, they will make sure your real estate transaction is a smooth one. Heary Real Estate, serving Marion and all of Marion County.
The men and women of Marion Kiwanis Club are proud to support MCTV. Marion Kiwanis Club sponsors the annual Old Settlers Day weekend and provides financial support to Chingawassa Days and countless other organizations benefiting the area. Call 382-2115 for info on tent, chair, and table rental. Marion Kiwanis, dedicated to providing service to children and local communities.
And now it's time for the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report, starring Casey Case.
Hey guys, sounds like you can hear me okay tonight. Thanks to Gene Winkler for upgrading the equipment. Hey, that last play of the first quarter was the highlight of the game so far. Jack Snyder got to snap off with less than a second to go in the quarter, came around the end, delayed the pitch, hit Corbin Wheeler. Corbin put his shoulder into the guy. Great play. A couple of things. If anybody is fooled by the Ell Saline offense, by the misdirection, all you have to do is watch the quarterback, because he follows the ball with his eyes. If he hands it off, he follows the running back. Not doing a very good job carrying out his fake. So if our guys watch the quarterback, they'll know where the ball is. The other thing is Grant Tiroff was very unhappy with the offensive pass interference call down here. And that might be the difference between a 7-0 first quarter and a scoreless ball game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Casey. That was the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. Well, Jeremiah, I have to agree wholeheartedly with Casey. That play by Wheeler at the end of that quarter, not only was it well executed by the quarterback on the pitch, but the end of that play ignited the crowd, and I have to believe probably also the Warrior sideline.
Yeah, there's nothing like that going into a quarter break to come out in the second quarter. They're going to be fired up, and they're ready to do some more hitting here.
Just across the 50, ball resting on the Ell Saline side, 1st and 10. Riggs with the carry, and Riggs is going to get 5.
Riggs is wrapped up by that 56 Kobe Inglesby, 235 pounds, and Riggs was not going to run with him on his back.
You know, Riggs is 5'11", 188. He's not the first back the Warriors have had that I could say this about. He's one in a long line that runs bigger than his stats show him to be,
right,
if that makes sense.
Right.
All right, 2nd and 5. Warriors shifting people. That's Stuklik sprinting out to this near sideline. Snyder keeps, pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler turns upfield, misses one man, works his way through the middle of the field and gets inside the 30. Oh, close to a late hit.
Yeah,
close to a late hit.
A late hit call, and there Wheeler was able to get the ball, and you could see him finding the seams that he was going to run through as he went. Great pickup by Wheeler.
I think it was a good non-call, Jeremiah, because the player was kind of maybe a little airborne, and he didn't stick the helmet between the shoulder blades or anything like that. It was just kind of a shoulder as he fell on him. So probably a good non-call, but it was close.
It was close.
1st and 10 Warriors on the Cardinal 30. Snyder wants to pass. He's looking for Peterson. Oh, Peterson pulls it in. What a play! And he's in the zone with a Case and Son touchdown.
Oh my gosh, this is day and night compared to last week down in Remington. The passes are on the money. Receivers are in position. This is a lot of fun to watch.
We talked last week a little bit about Snyder. He's a sophomore. He started last year, but only 4 games before he got hurt. So he's still learning, and you can tell he is learning.
Yeah.
He's improving each week, I believe.
Yeah, he is, and he's getting a real feel for the game and what it means to be the leader on the field.
Well, the Warriors up 6-0 at the 10:44 mark of the second quarter, going for 2 points. Snyder keeps, cuts back. He's in the zone. That's a Case and Son 2-point conversion, and we've got an 8-0 score.
And if we look back at where this all started, we can go to the end of the first quarter when Corbin Wheeler lowered his shoulder and drove the momentum into the second quarter. And they just drove down the field without a problem after that.
Hey guys, can you hear me up there?
Yes, sir.
I tell you, that was the first time this season that Jack Snyder has thrown let me rephrase that. Jack threw a great pass, and Mason ran a great route. There's been times this year where Jack's thrown a great pass, and Mason has given up on his route. And when Mason's run a great route, Jack has underthrown a pass. That time they came together. That was beautiful.
It was, Casey, that Peterson didn't have to come back and get the ball. That was in stride. That was about as nicely done as it could be. Warriors will kick off.
Those are those are the kind of plays that when other teams are going to watch us on tape, that's going to force them to spread out their defense and give us a lot more opportunities down the road here.
A well-balanced offense is an effective offense. You know, if assuming you execute. I mean, you can throw lots of passes. If you don't complete any of them, it doesn't help. But if you can complete some passes, they've got to honor it, and suddenly it gets easier to run.
Yeah, the field opens up.
Austin Neufeld with the kick. Squib kick, bounces across the 30, taken right on the 25, and that's where the Cardinals will take over. Austin is a sophomore, and I've noticed this year something different than in past years. There's a long tradition in Warrior football since I've been here. I got here in '91, that a freshman is designated each game, and their job is to run out and get the kicking tee and bring it back. Austin's getting his own.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know how that happened.
It seems like the union would not allow that. All right, see how the Cardinals respond. And off to the up back, and he runs hard, gets stuck. Was that Wheeler again?
That was.
Corbin Wheeler is having a heck of a ball game so far. But it's a great run by the Cardinals. It'll bring up second and short, very short.
My phone just buzzed and let me know it looks like we got a little moisture coming our way, so we might be getting wet here pretty soon.
Oh, I don't want you to say that.
I'm sorry.
Take that back.
I'll throw my phone out.
Okay, please. Second and short. Quarterback. No, it is did the ball come out?
Ball came out again.
Warriors signaling that they have it. And we do.
We do have it, guys. I can shed some light on that kicking issue before our fan base just goes nuts trying to figure that out. Before Austin Neufeld, all of our kickers wore a square-toed kicking shoe. So they had to have a person come out on the field with the kicker's regular shoe and take the kicking shoe back. So the kicker really didn't have time to get his own tee. Austin doesn't have that kicking shoe, which maybe is why he gets his own tee.
Hand off to Wheeler. He cuts it back to the middle of the field. Angles to the outside, gets the ball to the 30. Casey is a wealth of information.
He is a wealth of information. I think one of the things I want to do is just go back. I think it was 54 Jeremy Het that recovered that fumble and was able to get the ball in Warrior hands.
Gene Winkler wants to point out that the reason Casey's a wealth of information is because we can hear him. And, you know, Casey, thank Gene for getting the new equipment, getting everything set up. I want a little love because I'm the one that nagged Gene.
Okay, well, thank you, Mike. And you guys may be careful what you wish for because you're going to hear a lot more from me tonight.
All we have to do is knock down this antenna up here.
I call it the shark
Snyder
fin.
keeps, pitches to Wheeler. Well-defended play, be a loss on the play.
They're going to start keeping their eyes open for Wheeler, and we're going to have to look at some different options here down the way. One of the reasons they can hear us so well tonight is because of our second quarter sponsors.
That is correct.
Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Huey Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club is going to be putting on a beef burger tomorrow in the park for Old Settlers Day.
Jeremiah and I are on the proud order of Beef Meisters that actually cook all of the meat that gets served in Central Park every OSD, and we can verify it's very good.
Very good.
3rd and 7. Snyder fakes, keeps, turns back upfield. Not much there. Now he pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler gets outside. He's going to have that first down.
I'm going to have to take back what I said. They go to Wheeler again, and he's got room to run this time, so very good.
I'm going to say this, not trying to make Gene feel bad at all. It's just, boy, if there was ever a game where instant replays would be nice. Yeah, Gene says we're rubbing it in. Ball's spotted on the 22. The Warriors once again threatening. This will be the 3rd time they've been close to that red zone, in it or close to it. Riggs with the carry. Riggs with a big run inside the 10. Riggs still on his feet down to the 9-yard line. Did the ball pop out?
The ball might have popped out.
And they're going to say we turned it over to the Cardinals.
Yeah, he got going, and you could see he kept going. He got stood up, and I think the ball came out when he got hit there.
Gene, this is not the play we just ran.
Yeah, guys, ball got popped straight up in the air, and Ell Saline guy picked it out of the air.
Wow.
And he had not, it wasn't caused by the ground or anything, correct, Casey?
He lost it while he was still upright.
Okay. All right, from the 9-yard line, Ell Saline goes back on the attack. There's the handoff to the tailback. Has a little running room. We got a flag late as he gets to about the 13.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 3 yards. We'll find out what the flag was for here.
Coach Tiroff is saying push him back. It's a holding call. Talking to Pippin, the captain. So they'll move it back half the distance of the goal to the goal.
This is a fast-paced game. I mean, compared to some other games we've been part of, this one's moving really quick.
Did they set the clock for the right number of minutes? Because this is flying by. We're at the 7:52 mark here in the second quarter already.
Maybe the timekeeper has a class reunion to get to.
Maybe so. Maybe he's already been to one. Pass play nicely thrown and pulled in. That'll be a first down. Schultz probably saved the touchdown with that tackle.
Yeah, Schultz was in a good position for the tackle. We're going to have to bump up a little bit on these receivers and get even closer to them because they've shown they can make the run, they can make the reception with near coverage.
We got the replay, so we'll see if that was from the Danny cam. We got Danny Maddox on the close-up shots that we use on a lot of our replays, and we got Jay Smith on the general shot that pulls in everything that makes sure you see all of the play, and those guys do a great job. 1st and 10 from their own 21. The Cardinals in business. Hand off to the back, coming around, and he's tripped up. Was that Heidebrecht?
That was Peyton Heidebrecht able just to reach out, grab his legs, and all of a sudden he didn't have his feet underneath him anymore. I lost you.
1, 2. Okay, I'm back. Almost looked like the blocker pushed Heidebrecht towards the ball carrier.
Yeah, it did look that way.
2nd and 7. 24-yard line. Kind of a ragged play. Quarterback keeps. There's a flag down. He's going to be short of the first down. If it stands, it'll be 3rd and 3.
I think we're going to see that come back based on where that flag was thrown.
I would certainly agree with that assessment, Jeremiah, because logically that's normally where you've got holding. Oh, it's a face mask again. And that's what I was going to say. I didn't see anybody back there to commit a holding foul.
Right.
So that'll give them the first down. Jeremiah mentioned the possibility of some moisture. When I was looking at the forecast earlier today, it looked like about 9 o'clock was going to be the most likely time for that to roll in.
We'd love to avoid it all night until this game's over. That'd be great.
7:30 real time right now, 6:37 to go in the second quarter. The handoff, and boy, he is dropped in the backfield.
Yeah, 54 is Jeremy Het there to wrap him up. Daniel Hinton gets in there.
The way the young man's head turned around, I was afraid there was a face mask, but as we looked at the replay, did not see any indication of that.
Right.
So 2nd and 13. Warriors defense proving a little stingier than they did on the Cardinals' first possession. Handoff again, met right at the line. Looked like that tried to go over the right tackle and not much there.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain because this is working for us, but they have abandoned their runs to the outside, their sweeps. They've completely abandoned those and have been going up the middle, and the Warriors are just there waiting for them.
Charlie Norquist had been in the game on the Warrior defense on that last couple plays. He now comes out. 3rd and 10. Hold them here. I think they almost have to punt. Over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Quarterback wants to pass. He's going long down that far sideline, and he overthrows the ball.
It's a little long, unable to get under the ball, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I can't remember whether it was Roger last week or Casey the week before, but both of those games very windy, and had made a remark that when you're throwing into the wind, which the quarterback was that time, that sometimes trying to compensate, you actually overthrow, and that seems to happen there.
Yeah.
4th down.
Ell Saline appears to be going for it.
Yeah, but their punter only lines up about 5 yards deep. We'll see whether he's going to punt it, and he is going to punt it.
Okay, a little drop kick there.
Wheeler wisely just stays away. It's going to roll dead at the 31. So the Warriors will have good field position to take over, and plenty of time for one more drive, maybe go up by 3 scores. There's 2 scores, excuse me. And Jeremiah pointing out a little moisture on the screen here. I'm not feeling it, but we can, now you stick your hand out, you can.
I must have been in between raindrops. So.
Gene Winkler says he doesn't feel it. Of course, Winkler's behind us.
At some point, Mike, maybe you could give us a idea of what goes into being a beef meister.
Well, you're one of them.
Well,
but it's secret. If we tell people, then it won't be a secret
I want to make sure people don't think that we just throw a bunch of stuff in there and out comes the sloppy joes. I mean, it's a detailed process.
Here's Snyder. Actually, I thought that was exactly what it was. Snyder keeps. He's got Wheeler trailing. Snyder's going to get the ball to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 4 yards. And Wheeler was right there for the pitch. Jack kept it and had a good run.
Actually, the meat that goes into I don't ever know quite what they call them, the barbecue burgers, whatever you want to call them, for the Old Settlers burgers. A lot of hamburger, a lot of stuff. It is a recipe that came from the Ladies Hospital Auxiliary from 50 or more years ago, and we're still using it, same proportions, and we to the T, we honor that.
We do.
Snyder keeps. He's got the 1st down. Look at that speed. Snyder turns on the burners. He's going to get the ball down to the 30.
Warrior with a great run up the left side of the field, able to pick up easily 30 yards, it looks like, 25, 30 yards.
Tell you what, if you had given him a Old Settlers Day burger right before that, he probably would have scored a touchdown. As it was still a great play.
That's right.
Ball down to the 31. They spotted him just short of the 30-yard line. 1st down Warriors. 4:12 to go, and the clock is moving in this first half. Warriors lead 8-0. We've got a flag. Must be, procedure against the Warriors. That was going to be a handoff to Riggs.
Gonna move us backwards and try again here.
Want to thank Gene Winkler. We may end up having to abandon ship if we do get some serious moisture and move a lot of things inside. But Gene this week worked up a countertop that we can hook on the windowsill and kind of extends out, lets us have our monitor and our clipboards and everything we need. It's going to work really, really well as we move forward, unless it rains. Jeremiah is showing that Armageddon is heading our way.
Lots of reds and yellows.
All right, 1st down 15, ball on the 36-yard line. That's a handoff to Riggs. Riggs running really hard right in the middle of all the action, gets the ball down just short of the 25.
Yeah, Riggs stretches out the ball at the end there, able to pick up, I think, an extra yard, and here's the replay. Shedding tacklers.
Yeah, a little bit. Got the old pinball machine thing going there, just bouncing off people.
Yeah.
Picks up 11. It'll be 2nd and 4. 3:17 and counting. That's Heidebrecht in motion. Snyder hands off to Riggs again, and Riggs going to get inside the 20. He's got, wait for the spot. Yeah, he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, Yeah, Riggs has got up this line of scrimmage here, and you're going to see a pile of players that he's going to encounter. He's going to have to just kind of hop around it and keep going.
That was big Jared McClendon had taken the defender to the ground, and Riggs jumped over Jared and the defender.
Yeah, unless there be any confusion, it's not drawn up that way. That's improvised.
1st and 10 from the 19. 2:45 to go in the half. Riggs again with the carry. Again running hard. This time he's going to pick up about 3. Warriors have all their timeouts in their pocket.
Had somebody come up to me today and ask if we had pirate jokes this week, and I told them we don't.
Winkler says he hopes not. You know, Gene does not appreciate.
Well, what I heard, somebody told me, they said in all the years they've been watching these broadcasts, that was the funniest broadcast they've ever seen. Now, they might have been lying to me, but I took it as a sincere compliment.
Was it funny, ha-ha?
Yeah, like they really enjoyed it.
Not funny, strange.
No. Well, the carrot joke, maybe.
Oh, I'm telling you, Heidebrecht is not going to get a lot of yards, but that was a tough run.
Yeah, he got out probably about 2 yards, and there was still a player behind him holding on to his jersey. I don't think it could have stretched any further than that.
If he'd have let go, it might have shot him forward.
Right.
We got 3rd and kind of a long 4. You could call it 4, you could call it 5. It's probably just a little under 5.
Come on, offense, first down. Let's go, Red.
They've got Peterson split out on the right side. Everybody else in pretty tight. Snyder wants to pass. He's looking for Peterson. No, he's looking for Heidebrecht. Heidebrecht has it right on the goal line.
Yeah, Heidebrecht brings it in and is brought down right at the goal line. I mean, there's just inches between him and where the ball ended up.
He had choices. That was not a case of 2 receivers inadvertently running in the same zone.
Yeah,
He had
there,
a long option and a short option there.
Yeah, and even in front of Peyton was Corbin Wheeler, Mason Peterson further down the line. There were 3 options there.
All right, 1st and goal with a minute to go in the first half. Warriors up 8-0. Snyder from the pistol. Hands off to Riggs. He vaults into the air, and he's in the zone. That's a Case and Son touchdown. Casey, talk about it. Jeremiah, talk about it.
Great to see that was how that was drawn up, is Riggs gets the ball and hops over the pile of players there and flies into the end zone. What a wonderful way to finish off that drive.
Puts the Warriors up 14-0. Casey, any thoughts from the goal line? I don't think he's hearing me.
I don't think he is.
Warriors again line up to go for 2 as they have all season long.
He does the same thing that some of you do at home, is you turn down the volume. And
Snyder keeps. And waiting for the call. Just short. No, it's good. Boy, that was a late call. I was looking for the guy coming down the line here. But anyway, we'll take it. That puts the Warriors up 16-0. Casey, can you hear us yet? He is showing no indication. What he does is he chats up people down there. Casey's like the old guys at the coffee shop. Well, Jeremiah, that's got to make you feel pretty good if you're Coach Tiroff. This is clearly an Ell Saline team that has got some talent to go in up 16-0. You hope maybe you're going to break their concentration.
Something about concentration?
Yeah, it's something about concentration. It's hard to do with Gene screaming in your ear, but my point was, you got a team that went to the state championship game last year. They were 2-0. They got their rears kicked last week, and you want to get them down. And a score like this, just like that play right before the end of the first quarter,
right.
You score here now, we got to hold them.
Yep, yeah, 16-0, and we're going to kick off here and hopefully just run the rest of the quarter out here by not allowing them to move very far.
When the quarter ends, we'll go to Casey, and then we'll have some words from our sponsors. Neufeld to kick off without a square-toed shoe. Well, the ball bounces off. It's going to go out of bounds. That's too bad, because certainly that was a live ball that we might have had a shot at.
Right, yeah. Ell Saline player, I believe it was 21, put a hand on that ball, and it, fortunately for them, rolled out of bounds. 5 seconds tick off the clock, 54 seconds in the quarter.
They're going to spot the ball on, looks like the 17. So a lot of territory in front of Ell Saline. Now, I'd be willing to take a quick turnover right now. I'd be okay with that.
That'd be a lot of fun. I don't know what we're going to see from them. I don't know if they're in a desperate situation where they want to move the ball as much as they can or not.
Saw something interesting we'll get back to in a minute. There's the handoff to the running back. He's going to get a couple. Austin Neufeld just came to across the track, and he's talking to his dad down here. I don't know if Danny can get this on camera. He talked to his dad right at his dad came down from the bleachers. Austin went back to the field. Now he's come back and talking to his dad again.
Yeah.
Interesting. 2nd and 8 for the Cardinal. In an I formation. Hand off to the fullback. No, quarterback keeps. That was a fake to the tail fullback, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, lots of room to run. That's going to take us down to 4 seconds in the half, and so they're going to have time for one more play. I don't know. Do you throw it deep and hope for a touchdown at the end of the quarter?
We've got a Tampa State Bank timeout called by the Cardinals, and I think I do. With only 4 seconds, if you strike, lightning strikes and maybe you go all the way, if we intercept, what are the odds of us actually running it all the way back?
Yeah, I think if I'm the quarterback or the coach for Ell Saline, I think that's what I call is a long passing play and see if we can't put it in the end zone.
Now, Coach Jerry Smith, the defensive, those are the Warrior High School cheerleaders. Coach Smith, the defensive coordinator, it's not his first rodeo either, and I would bet you anything that he's telling these guys nobody gets behind you.
That's right.
Let's talk about those cheerleaders.
Warrior cheerleaders: Katie Nordquist, Allie Boyd, Bailey Robson, Courtney Williams, Emily Schneider, Sydney Baldwin, Shelby Felvis, Taylor May, Molly Hess, and Emmy Hess.
Our second quarter sponsors are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Heary Real Estate, Marion Kiwanis Club. And oh, by the way, our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and HRK Variety.
Let's go!
I want to thank all of our sponsors as we're safe and sound and dry up here in the Jerry Katie Insurance broadcast area. You are infatuated with the water on the monitor, aren't you?
I just had to make a point when you talked about being dry.
Like a monkey. It's like, First,
I'm from the desert. I mean, come on.
He drops. He wants to throw long. He's going for the man. We're right there. That's going to be intercepted. We're going to test it. That's Peterson with the interception. He's driven out of bounds with a hard hit at the 40. Well, that's a great play to end the first half. Let's go down for the St. Luke Hospital quarterly report to Casey Case.
Hey, guys, first of all, I want to say I'm looking up here at the new completed press box. Man, what a sight. That is a great addition to Warrior Stadium, and what a great first half. I tell you, I love the way the Marion Warriors run the option. They get a little bit better every game, and Jack Schneider's doing a better job of reading it. He's fast enough to get to the outside, and we've got a 16-0 lead over Ell Saline. Could be more than that, but I'll take 16-0. Our defense seems to be handling their offense better now in the second quarter, and looking like a good homecoming night, guys.
Thank you, Casey, and for Jeremiah, we'll end the first half with a Warrior lead, and these words from our sponsors.
The Marion High School Boosters are always there to support the students of Marion High in all their activities. Parents, grandparents, patrons of the district, and anyone wishing to support young people striving to excel are welcome to join the Warrior Nation. Buy some Warrior gear and show your colors. Come to a play, a game, a concert, or any other activity. Help boost the Warriors.
Check out Marion County Ace Hardware on Highway 56 north of town for all your home improvement, camping, lawn care, and other hardware needs. Marion Ace Hardware is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. They are committed to being the helpful place by offering knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Helping you is the most important thing they do every day at Marion County Ace Hardware. Carlson's Grocery supports the Marion Warriors, the Center Cougars, and all the people and organizations of the area. Carlson's offers a full-service grocery store with small-town friendliness and big city selection. Newly remodeled, Carlson's Grocery has a great variety of all your favorites. Fresh produce, an outstanding deli, and mouth-watering catering are also available at Carlson's. Carlson's Grocery, everything you need right here at home. Hannaford Abstract and Title is a trusted name serving people in the region since 1871. They provide abstracts of title and title insurance, along with real estate closings for your transactions. With the latest in leading-edge computer technology, Hannaford Abstract will continue to be dedicated to providing the very best of service for years to come and to supporting students of MHS.
We'd like to thank our second quarter sponsors. We have halftime in the books and ready to start the second half of our ball game. Our third quarter sponsors are Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract. I know the Boosters asked that we give Carlson's a shout out for all the help they do for the Boosters hamburger feed they had tonight. There's the kick. It's going to be fielded kind of sort of on the 30-yard line and hit hard right there.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'd venture a guess that Austin was aiming at some of the Ell Saline players there.
Noah Albin came down and made a great stop there. You know, one of the old jokes is that older folks spend a lot of time watching the Weather Channel. I don't know what the attractions of the Weather Channel is for old people, but Jeremiah Lang is going to love being old because I'm telling you, he is worried about rain tonight.
I'm not worried. I'm just watching.
Spent the whole halftime staring at his oversized phone. First and 10 from the 31, and off to the tailback. He works around to the outside, and he gets brought down next to no gain. It looked like Palick almost had him in the backfield there.
Are you kidding me, Mike? You don't know why people watch the Weather Channel?
Why, Casey?
Because of the Weather Channel girls. My God, I've known that for like 20 or 30 years.
Is that why
There's even a song. Jimmy Buffett even wrote a song about the Weather Channel girls.
I did not know that.
Yes, he did.
I didn't argue. I said I did not know that.
I'm just saying. I thought Jeremiah would be backing me up on that.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
I have not heard that song. I'll have to look it up on my phone here.
Handoff coming around this way, and this is, Heidebrecht had a shot, couldn't quite get to him. Finally driven out of bounds over here by Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson drives him out of bounds. Corbin's there to follow up. Heidebrecht almost had him.
I think he's got the first down. It's close.
Yep.
They are going to move the chains. Ball's going to be on the 42. Jeremiah, you shouldn't have mentioned, they must have been listening to you when you talked about how they had abandoned going wide.
Yeah, they must have got the loop. Must have got the feed down in the locker room there.
From the shotgun with a man in motion. Handoff to that man, going to try to go wide the other direction. He cuts back upfield. It's going to be a foot race now. Wheeler's after him. He dives. Now Peterson takes a shot, brings him down, but he's on the 5-yard line. Big play. So clearly, Ell Saline made some adjustments at halftime, or perhaps it was an attitude adjustment, but they come out ready to play football.
Yeah, they are ready to hit the Warriors, taking the ball both sides of the field and right down the middle.
Just a minute into this third quarter, and already they are threatening.
This is probably not the replay.
This is not the replay. We need to get back to live action, and we are. And no, the quarterback keeps this time. He fights forward, meets a wall of resistance. Pippin's down there. Looking at who's at the bottom of that pile. Looked like Riggs.
Yeah.
Heidebrecht. 63, that'd be
Aaron,
McClendon.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Who was that? Yeah, Kate Harms. Kate
Yep.
Harms.
Bring up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 2. So the Warriors defense going to have to really stand tall, and it's going to be tough since they've had such success going sideline to sideline. Quarterback under center this time, hands off to the back, and he is, oh, nice play. He was stuffed, but he spun off the pile and made it into the end zone.
Yeah, kept his legs turning, which is what running backs are told to do, and he found a way to spin around and come back the other direction.
Right there, he was stuffed by Jeremy Het, but Jeremy couldn't get to him to wrap him up because of the blocker that was in his face.
Yeah, this takes the wind out of the sails a little bit here. Warriors are going to get the ball back and hopefully settle into a rhythm.
That makes it 16-6, the Warriors up. Ell Saline now going for 2. Trying to make this a one-possession ball game. Quarterback keeps. He's going to go around the right side. He's going to get the 2 points. Casey made a reference, Jeremiah, I think at the end of the second quarter there, at the end of the half, that the Warriors are up 16-0, but it could have been more, and very truthful statement. Now, Ell Saline did fumble on a drive where they had reached the 25 or 20 or so, but the Warriors were twice deep in Ell Saline territory and turned over the ball.
Right. So Warriors left a few points off the board, and now we're in an 8-point game here, second half.
I'm going to ask Danny Maddox if he can hear me. Danny, can you get the big bunny that's down here by the kids that are kind of in the pep club area? There is no such thing anymore, but there. I know that makes Jeremiah so happy.
The bunny is now at cross-country meets, too, I've noticed on Facebook.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? The bunny's back?
The bunny is back.
Oh, my God. You know, rabbit season is open year-round in Kansas.
I hear you're supposed to wait till after the first deep frost, though.
Yeah, it's just if you're worried about tularemia.
I don't think Casey, if he shoots a rabbit, is going to eat it, so it won't really matter at that point.
Casey's a proponent of you eat what you get.
No, I do. Any rabbit I've ever shot, I have eaten.
Yeah.
There's a kick. End over end. Picked up at the 28-yard line. Snyder, he works his way and finally driven out of bounds at the 40. We have an official take a spill down here, too.
I saw that move on a breakdancing video once that the ref did there.
I'll say that one more time. I eat every rabbit I shoot, but in this case, I may make an exception.
I was asking everyone to direct all comments. If you're a rabbit lover, please direct all comments to Casey Case and Jeremiah Lang. Jeremiah, I'm going to ask you to take over for a minute. Duty calls.
Snyder back. Hands off to Riggs. Riggs up the middle. Lots of room. Riggs still moving. He's going to pick up about 9 yards on the carry. Great carry by Riggs. Warriors making great blocks. Here's the replay. Heidebreck in motion. Bring up second down and about 1 yard. Warriors line up. Peterson out on the far side. Pippen tucked in. Tight end. Pitch to Wheeler. Wheeler finds a seam. Picks up the first down. Still going. Taken down hard by 56. Kobe Inglesby. I'll tell you what, Mike, one of the things I've noticed is you are up too long, Inglesby comes to make sure you lay down. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Jeremiah, Corbin Wheeler made his own path that time. That play was not designed to be cut clear back against the grain, but he knew he couldn't get outside, so he cut her back inside and did some hard running and made it happen.
Very good.
Nose of the ball just short of the 40-yard line. The Warriors attempting to answer the quick score from the Ell Saline Cardinals. Quarterback keeps, pitches. Wheeler's got a lot of yardage. Oh, we got flags coming in. The ball popped out. The Warriors recover. If if the penalties don't count, we're going to end up getting about a yard out of a 9-yard play.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the call is here from the official. Looks like a hold.
Ball pops out, you see, and Schultz jumps on it. Holding against the Warriors. Now they have to make a decision whether to take the play or the penalty, because although obviously it'll move us farther back.
It'll be a loss of down.
Exactly.
If they take the play. They're going to take it, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to decline the penalty, take the play, make it second and...
Oh, no, they are.
Oh, now they're okay.
That's interesting.
Well, it's a spot foul, so wouldn't it be from the point of the infraction?
That's what I would think. And they marked it 10 yards from where the ball finished.
Yeah, they sure did. Which I guess could have been where they determined that the foul occurred.
Coach Tieroff is trying to communicate with the official to find out what happened.
The difference is if it happened where we thought it was further upfield, it would be first, and instead of 1st and 20, it would be maybe 1st and 14 or 15 or whatever.
Says it's from the spot of the end of the run is what the official said. And so it goes from where the ball ended up.
Okay.
Not from the spot of the foul.
1st and 19. Snyder handles the snap, turns back upfield, uses that speed. He's inside the 30, and the ball comes out, but he was already out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Bring up a first down.
Yes, it is. I was right in front of Casey Case. I was looking at Casey to jump out there and, you know, do the old Woody Hayes and hit somebody. First and 10 for the Warriors. Casey, you going to respond?
Yeah, I did yell at him. I said, hang on to the ball. Because the ball came out after he came out of bounds.
I don't mean for you to be mean to our players. I want you to be mean to the opponent.
Oh, right. I'm trying to get our guys. I'll tell you what, though, that I've been waiting all year for Jack Snyder to turn it up and hit the seam at full speed, and he did it that time. That's the first time I've really seen him do it at full speed all year, and it looked really good.
Did a flag come out somewhere? I never saw it. Oh, that's a sideline warning. Oh.
I hope it's not on me.
It wasn't a sideline warning. It was a penalty. So we must have been either outside the box or people outside the box, either side to side or front to back.
Yeah, it was a 5-yard penalty.
Yes.
I didn't see a flag.
No, I never did. Well, still 1st and 10 at the 28, so we lose the 5 yards, don't lose it down or anything. That's Riggs with the carry. Riggs is going to be inside the 20-yard line. About a 9-yard carry. One more time, let me mention our third quarter sponsors: Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract. And again, the Boosters asked that I give a little love to Carlson's for all they do to support the Boosters and their tailgate feed that they had this week. 2nd and 1.
Carlson's a great company to have in town, great business to have in town. They support a variety of things throughout the year.
Yes, they do. Riggs with the carry. He gets to the 15. Yeah, Carlson's is one of those businesses that gets it, as do, well, most of those people that are our sponsors get it. That you give back to your community, and then your community supports you in return. So support these sponsors.
Yep.
Speaking of that, our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and HRK Variety. And I guarantee you, I've got kids home for class reunions, and they're probably home eating Gambino's Pizza right now because that's what they want every time they get
You don't think
here.
they're at the game?
They got here late, and they didn't want to come out late. They got 2 little kids. And
okay.
1st and 10 from the 15. Snyder pitches to Wheeler, gets around that left side, puts on a move, gets by 1 tackler, driven out of bounds, pulled down, but he's got another first down.
Right, within striking distance of the end zone. I mean, we might be on the 3-yard line, 2-yard line. One of the things I like watching Corbin run and Jack run and Riggs run is you see them looking up. They're looking for the openings on the field and where they can go next. It's not just a head-down drive and run. it's methodic and planned out.
Good point. It is 1st and goal from the 3. Riggs with a carry.
I think that's Heidebrecht, isn't it?
Heidebrecht with a carry. You're correct, and he's in the zone. That's a Case and Son touchdown. Puts the Warriors up 22-8 with the conversion coming up.
Warrior defense gives up a touchdown in the first series, but Warrior offense comes out, stands tall, and marches down the field and gets a touchdown. I expect to see the defense come out stronger here after that possession.
Garrett Hoffner in the ball game as Peterson comes out for a breather. Seems like Heidebrecht's role, the first game, it seemed like he was pretty much blocking on offense, I'm speaking here, but it's his, here we go with the Snyder with the pitch to Wheeler. And he's in the zone. That's a 2-point conversion. Case and Son Insurance 2-point conversion. What I was trying to say was that Heidebrecht's, it seems like his role in the offense has expanded as the season's gone on.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we're going to see as the season goes by, as players get more comfortable doing what they've been doing. Coach Tieroff's going to trust them with more opportunities, give them more opportunities to do other things. And the players really showing a joy in doing these tasks.
This is not everyone's a Royals fan, but even if you're not a Royals fan, I think you'd probably have to acknowledge that the team has seemed to be pretty tight. They seem to like each other, and they really celebrate their victories. So that rubs some people the wrong way, but this Warrior team, I can't say that they're that same way, but they are similar in that just as the Royals came up through the minors together, Casey mentioned it a week or two ago, these guys were strong in 7th grade, strong in 8th grade. Bunch of them starting, almost unheard of, freshmen having as many starting roles as they did last year.
Right.
So these kids know each other, and one would assume the way they act that they like each other.
Mike, I thought you were talking about our broadcast crew for a minute there. we're pretty tight. We like each other.
Okay.
or not.
All right, here's the kick from Neufeld. Again, bouncing, coming over this way. Takes a big hop. Nicely done down there. Jacob Bonenkamp got down to make the first hit.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see that ball pop out the way the guy was running. He was able to hold on, but yeah, Jacob Bonenkamp put the hit on him, and that ball almost came out.
And just to go back to Casey's point, actually, we've had the same crew here for a while between, of course, Gene forever, Casey and I forever, but we've got you, Jeremiah, and we got Roger, we got Danny Maddox, we got Jay Smith. This crew's been together a long time. The only one I have problems with is Jay Smith, but he's tolerable on good days. First down for the Cardinals from their own 34. See if the Warriors defense responds to that earlier drive. There's a pass. Oh, that was behind the intended receiver.
Mike, if you screw up our mobster pizza deal, I'm not going to like you anymore. You're not going to be my friend.
Yeah, well, tell you what, that Casey likes it when we go on the road. We either get something from a local establishment to eat, or what he really likes is for Jay to bring massive, what are they called, the supersized mobsters? Yeah, pretty good. 2nd and 10. That pass was behind Jacob Funk, the intended receiver. He's the H-back.
Tyler Palak was there to make sure that he wasn't going to go anywhere once he did catch it.
Again, trying to get around the right side, and they get it done. That's a very simple play, but it has been effective. Take another look at it here. This is very quick. This squad is fast. The one thing I like, Jeremiah, as opposed to last year, it seemed like if someone got the corner turned on us, we were in big trouble.
Right.
And it seems like we're closing better this year. Maybe we're playing better angles. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're covering the field better, and we're a fast team and able to get to the ball.
From their own 49, the Cardinals come this direction now. Oh, that time the ball popped out. He turned back upfield. Daniel Hinton hit the ball carrier. The ball popped out, and the Warriors recover.
One of the things that is not going to show up in the stat book, but on both those plays, right as right as the quarterback handed off the ball, Dylan Pippin was there to lay the quarterback down.
True. And
he felt that both times. And really, I think that throws the team off their rhythm once the quarterback's been hit like that.
Quarterback is the safety on defense now. Would we go right at him again this time after? Well, that's a handoff to Riggs. Oh, and that's the guy Casey mentioned earlier, the big linebacker, Kobe Inglesby. He is a load, 6'2", 235. And he's a football player. Jeremiah, you can look at him and see he's, of course, got the exact same uniform as his teammates, but his jersey, his white jersey is a different color, I think, from the sweat.
It's not white.
It's not white, but not just from dirt. I think from just the sweat oozing out of it.
Yeah, you're right. He's working hard out there.
2nd and 9 for the Warriors. We got 5:14 to go in this third quarter. Warriors lead 24-8 on the attack here from their own 48. Looking to go long. That's intended for Peterson. Peterson adjusts. He pulls that in. That was a greatly timed jump by Peterson.
Peterson able to get in position, and the Ell Saline players unable to respond, which is what gave Peterson the opportunity to get up and get that ball.
The words I started to say was a well-timed jump. I didn't think well adequately described it. I don't think greatly timed is really very eloquent, but it tells the story.
Perfectly.
Perfectly. Thank you.
Perfectly timed.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. Armchair quarterback. First down from the 20. Snyder pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler trying to put on a move. He's going to get dropped down. Yard loss on that play. 2nd and 11.
That's Dakota Kame for Ell Saline. He's a 5'9" senior, 160 pounds, number 20, that wrapped Corbin up and brought him down.
So 2nd down now. They're going to give Wheeler forward progress so that there's actually not a loss. That'll be 2nd and 10. Pippin switching sides with Schultz. Pippin at the tight end, Schultz at the receiver on the right side. It's a handoff to Heidebrecht as he goes around the left side. Heidebrecht's going to pick up about 3. We'll wait for the spot.
Yeah, going to bring up 3rd down here.
I don't want to give Casey too much credit, but the more I watch this game after he mentioned Inglesby, that kid's in on almost every play.
He is. And I mean, he wants to be part of the game, and he's not going to miss a chance.
3rd and 7 now. Ball's on the 18-yard line. That's a handoff to Wheeler. He was coming this direction, cuts back to the middle, and he's only going to gain a couple.
Yeah, on 3rd and 7, there just wasn't the space there to pick up the yardage needed.
I would like right here, it's going to be 4th down. One would assume we'll go for it on 4th and about 5. I like that play we ran earlier, just that little quick pop to the man, that slant play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good for usually 5 or 6 yards.
And if you get, somebody misses a tackle, it can go a long way.
That's right.
From the 16, 4th and a long 5. Snyder rolls. He cuts it back upfield. Snyder's inside the 10. He's to the 6-yard line. He's got a 1st down.
Yes, he does. Snyder able to turn the corner and pick up some yards.
All the media, the Marion paper, the Hillsborough paper, Casey Case, all the big-time guys are right there on the sideline together.
Ready for the touchdown.
Peterson split out wide to the left. Heidebrecht and Wheeler are your slot backs. That's a handoff to Riggs. Riggs works his way forward, and then he is hit by Inglesby and no, that was not Inglesby. Looking for that. No, yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It looked like 66.
It did, yeah, but it was.
Once the jersey got stretched out, you could tell who he was.
Still a nice gain, 3-yard gain for Riggs. Schultz brings the play in from the sidelines. We're down under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Warriors lead 24-8.
Looking to score twice here in this quarter.
Again, hand off to Riggs. He's in the zone with a Case and Son touchdown.
Riggs able to bump and weave into the end zone and get the Warriors the second touchdown of the quarter here.
Our score is Warriors 30, Cardinals 8. Warriors will line up to attempt the 2-point conversion. Jeremiah, now I will say this, the Ell Saline team has, at some points that I've talked about, maybe now they roll over. They haven't done that. They've continued to play pretty hard, but where I'm getting at is we had talked about the score of this game as compared to the Sedgwick Ell Saline game, and we're right in the same ballpark right now.
Yeah, we are. We're in 30 and hopefully 32-8 here after this play.
Snyder keeps. Snyder cuts it back up field, and he's in the zone.
Snyder almost has a different gear than some of the other players on the field. He's kind of going and going, and then he sees a seam, and he's able to just accelerate right through it.
Casey, Jeremiah and I have talked a little bit about Old Settlers Day. It kind of interests me as I look in the stands here. I see former Warriors players, lots of them, in the stands, but they seem to have wives and children. These are children themselves in my mind, but they're here and now they're dads and moms.
Yeah, it's amazing how that happens. I don't know what to tell you about that, Mike. But they are there. I said at the first of the broadcast, our first year, the guys that we were watching out here are now back for their 20-year class reunion. So I don't know, though. I'm pretty fired up. I'm having a great time tonight. This is a very entertaining game.
It is.
Now, I'm almost thinking I could get out there and play for, maybe 7 seconds or so.
Well, Jeremiah and I could last 7 seconds. If we can last 7, you can surely last 20 or 30.
It's like the song, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. I'm not even sure that applies anymore. But it's a great night down here on the field.
You can run that by Coach and see if he'll put you in. So.
Yeah.
Put me in.
I think I used up all my eligibility.
You didn't redshirt when you were in high school?
No.
Now the Warriors with 1:41 to go and a 32-8 lead will kick off to Ell Saline, and maybe this might tell the tale right here as to whether there's any quit in this Cardinal squad. They continue to have trouble handling that kick from Newfell. That was kind of a rumbling, stumbling mess right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if his teammate pushed him down, helped him down, or encouraged him down, but he was going to make sure he didn't run with the ball.
Jay Smith says he tripped him, threw him on the ball. Ell Saline will take over on their own 22. I am once again going to have to go take care of some business, so you're going to have to get by without me, man.
We're going to manage here, so.
I'm with you, Jeremiah.
All right, Casey, quarterback hands off. Sweep outside, taken down.
I believe that was Tyler Pollack.
That was Tyler
nice
Pollack.
tackle by
Good
Tyler.
Wrap-up tackle out on the outside, able to bring that running back down. Going to bring up second down and about 6 yards.
I don't know if you can tell up there, Jeremiah, but we're being invaded by huge monster moths.
I have noticed that. I keep looking up at the lights here on the south end.
The girls over here, they're having a heck of a time. The moths are flying in their hair. I don't have that problem.
That's good.
But it must be the signal of like a big rainstorm's coming.
Yeah, they might be staying out in front of the rain here. Quarterback keeps. He's going up the middle. He's tripped up. Looks like by Adam Saline at first. Gonna bring up third down.
Adam's another one of those guys. His jersey's a different color, and so are his pants.
Yeah, Adam's he's out there working hard.
When you're 6'7" and 200 and whatever, then you're gonna sweat more than most people.
That's right. Yeah, he's listed 6'7", 298. And I can tell you from him coming to the church, when he stands in a doorway, he fills up the whole doorway.
Yep. I'll bet he eats a little bit too.
Quarterback under center. looking to pass, looking long. Doesn't have time, though. He gets forced out of the pocket. And he's going to be short of the first down, probably by about half a yard. And that is the end of the third quarter.
Let's hear these words from our sponsors.
Marion Die & Fixture is a Bradbury Group company that manufactures a wide range of custom dies and fixtures for metal forming applications. The dedicated employees and management place an emphasis on quality. Marion Die & Fixture is a proud supporter of the Marion community.
Donahue Manufacturing continues the tradition of quality trailer manufacturing which began over 50 years ago. Located just outside of Durham, Kansas, Donahue builds a full line of agricultural, industrial, and utility trailers. Continuous product evaluation and quality improvements ensure that you get maximum value for your trailer purchase. Please visit our website at donahuetrailers.com or call us toll-free 1-800-457-7406. When there's work to do, Donahue.
Welcome to Lumberyard in Hillsborough, Kansas, in Marion County. My name is John Heffley, I'm president and owner, and I'd like to welcome you and show you some of the services we have to offer here. We're a full-service lumberyard. We do paint, lumber, hardware. We have free delivery in Marion County. We have a lot of options to show people. We have a showroom for kitchen and bath. We are just a full service, and we'd love to have you come take a look at us and shop Marion County.
Okay, we are back and ready for the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. First, I want to thank our third quarter sponsors, Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, Hanover Abstract, St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. Casey, you're on.
Marion 32, Ell Saline 8, guys. This has been a very entertaining game. Love watching the Marion offense click like they do. They're running the option well. I'll tell you what, though, I hate to say this, but also almost having as much fun watching number 56 for Ell Saline. The guy is a beast, and he hit Aaron Riggs down here on this last drive square, and it was something to hear and see. The Marion Warriors need to run away from number 56.
Yeah, sometimes you'll hear, Casey, people described as a football player, and he is a football player.
Yeah, I think so, and he's bigger than most of the people on the field, and obviously he's an athlete because he's in the middle linebacker position. But Marion Warriors are playing great football tonight, and we got one more 12-minute quarter to have a homecoming Old Settlers Day victory and be 4-0. And I will, if that happens, I will have some post-game interviews.
I was just getting ready to say that. Stay tuned after the game. We will probably break for some words from our fourth quarter sponsors right at the end of the game. And then when we come back, Casey will have interviews lined up. I want to just, in case anyone wonders, when I've twice now said I've got to take care of business, I just want to clear I'm not going to the bathroom. We've in the new press box, things are really, the Jerry Katie Insurance broadcast area is set up real nice. But twice police officers have come up and have had to talk with me about some stuff. I thought it was interesting both times as the officers.
Were you illegally parked again?
I'm doing business. But what interested me was as they came through, they had to walk through the area where Roger Hannaford is doing the field announcing, and Roger cowered under the counter.
that is hilarious. Because I was gonna. First of all, I totally understand why he would do that. Second of all, Jeremiah and I were telling everybody you had to go to the bathroom. Kind of ruined our deal.
Sorry. Fourth and very, very short, under a yard for Ell Saline. Trying to extend a drive here at their own 31. It's a handoff, and it's got the first down.
Yeah, he's got lots of room to come up the middle. Fortunately, Corbin Wheeler able to wrap him up by the ankles and bring him down.
Wheeler, the first hit, and Schultz arrived a little later to help him out, but they get the first down. They get the ball out to their own 42. When this game started, Jeremiah, the way the Cardinals moved the ball going around the ends, they really wondered if this was going to be one of those 60-50 kind of ball games.
Right. It looked like they were just going to be able to kind of move it from sideline to sideline up the field, and for whatever reason, I don't know if Warriors have caused them to change that play.
Hand off to the first back through, and oh my, look at the speed. He's going to make it to the end zone. Peterson gives a valiant chase.
That's number 20, Dakota Kane, 5'9", 160-pound senior.
I'm going to tell you, that time Dakota went.
He did. He was gone.
He was gone. So Ell Saline responds in a very positive way. You got to give these guys, we talked about, are they going to give up? Are they going to quit? Obviously, that's what I wanted them to do, but they chose not to.
Yeah, they are continuing to play in the game, and perhaps a scenario where the Warriors are thinking about after the game. I don't know, but going to have to play the rest of this quarter here.
There's the two-point conversion attempt. Quarterback keeps, goes around that left side. I don't think he got in.
No, he did not make it.
So they fail on the attempt. That'll leave our score at 32-14. Jeremiah, I think it's interesting that this will be, depending on what might happen in this fourth quarter, the first game of the season that I have not had to put on a coat of some sort before the game was over. And we've got a creature trapped. We're going to, oh, there it is.
That is a big moth.
Wow.
I think it landed on Doug Schaline's head, but I'm not sure.
Could not be that lucky. The weather tonight continues to be muggy, I guess would be the word, but very pleasant. And maybe with a little luck, we're going to dodge the bullet.
I hope
for the
so.
rain.
I don't know if we've got a shot of this, but the amount of moths around the lights here is just amazing.
We might, if Danny can get that south light standard.
Light pole, yeah.
There, look at that. There's a good shot. I'm telling you, Jay and Danny are probably wasting their talents in the pizza and school business that they're both in. They probably could get a job.
Yeah, I don't know if you know it, and Winkler's probably not told him this, but Winkler has been intercepting calls from ESPN on their behalf.
Is that right?
Yeah,
well, I was thinking more maybe they could work for Channel 3 in Wichita. I'm not sure they're up for Channel 12. Oh, there's an onside kick. Oh, handled really nicely. Warriors fans want a late hit call. I think that was Noah Albin, was it not, on that?
I believe it was.
Noah has really been a good special teams player for the Warriors this year. And Pippen about takes his head off with a congratulatory tomahawk chop. We're in our fourth quarter, and our fourth quarter sponsors are Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investments, Donahue Corporation, and the Lumberyard from Hillsboro. Our broadcast area is sponsored by Jerry Katie Insurance. Our timeout sponsors Tampa State Bank. Our touchdowns and extra point sponsor is Case & Son Insurance. First and 10 Warriors. Great field position from their own 48. Snyder, I thought there was a face mask there.
I thought so too. Sure looked like there would be. There was one on the end there.
I'm thinking that number 56, who the man we've been talking about, Inglesby, did he grab him by the helmet there?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he got him around underneath the base of the helmet and brought him down. They're going to call it a face mask.
That'll work. The officials confer. Get the official call here. We're going to give the Warriors a first down. Well, they'll mark off the penalty. That must have been Inglesby because the official even said it was towards the end of the run. It's the 5-yard non-flagrant variety, but it still gives us a first down.
And I think he might have specified that it was the face mask at the end of the play because there was one near the beginning that didn't get called.
You think maybe that's why he was specifying?
Yeah.
The one we called was.
Grant is livid down here. He's talking about a play that happened 20 yards away from the ball, and he wants a kid ejected from the other team, but apparently the officials didn't see the same thing he did.
Oh, okay. Warriors with a first down on the 39 of the Cardinals. Snyder keeps, bellies back a little bit, cuts back upfield. Nice job. Makes really, I think, 7 or 8 yards out of nothing.
Yeah, Schneider able to get around the end.
We're going to back up and see that last play, see if we can pick up what Coach was upset about. Now, there's what Jeremiah and I thought might have been a face mask call. And here's the one they called. Interesting. We got to go back to live action here. And that's the previous play.
We're catching up.
We're catching up, okay. Snyder he pitches. That's a pitch to Wheeler. Wheeler runs through one man, and now we've got a flag down. Casey, you mentioned earlier in the season, Casey mentioned that they might call a penalty on a ball carrier for a helmet-to-helmet collision. Do you recall that comment, Case?
I do, and that was not a helmet-to-helmet collision. I'm trying to get my mic to work here. I'm not sure what they called. It must be on Ell Saline. I can't imagine what they called. That was just one. That was a clean run, clean hit, clean tackle.
The call was a personal foul against Ell Saline.
And all I could figure, Casey, was the kid, didn't they bump helmets there?
Oh, they're calling helmet-to-helmet against Ell Saline.
Okay.
Guys, that call sucks.
What worried me, Casey,
I'm saying I understand the rules and the intentions are trying to make the game safer, but I saw nothing wrong with that hit on either end.
Yeah, I think it was two players playing football, and I'm not sure that call was what was the intended rule.
Yeah, I don't think they even hit helmet to helmet.
Yeah, questionable, definitely.
1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 19 of the Cardinals. Officials put the ball back in play. Snyder hands off to Riggs. No, that's Heidebrecht again, and Heidebrecht's going to be down near the 10.
Heidebrecht picks up easily 8 yards, it looks like.
Well, let's have another look at the play. Nice block down there by Cade Harms again.
Guys, I think what that was a makeup call from the last one.
I wondered about
so
that.
mad that, we better call something to make him happy.
2nd and 1 now. Ball is on the 10-yard line. Snyder keeps. He's turned the corner now. There's a pitch to Wheeler and kind of the ball popped out. I think Wheeler was on the ground, and the official is saying he was. He kind of maybe hung Wheeler out to dry a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say on the last play with Heidebrecht, one of the things that we're seeing, our running game is really strong. Part of that is because of how well the offensive line is able to set the tone right there at the line of scrimmage and move people where they need to be so that the runners can get through.
Warriors will be 1st and goal on the Cardinals 6-yard line now.
So, some sort of consultation between the referee. He's running sideline to sideline.
He's saying, okay, you've yelled at us. That guy on the other side's yelling at us. We feel like we're all even up.
Yelling to go around.
Yeah, we don't want to be yelled at anymore. Coach Shelf pats him on the back, says, okay, let us score this play and you're good.
Come on, offensive line, make the ball!
There's a handoff. Straight up the middle of the ball come out.
No, I think Heidebrecht kept it. Was able to pick up a couple yards.
Okay. The only reason I asked that question, but there seemed to be a little bit of frantic activity at the end of that play, but Heidebrecht gets a couple. Call it 3. Stuklik out of the game. Going to split Peterson out on the right side over there in that sideline. Snyder keeps, and he's hit.
Yeah,
he may have lost a yard.
They were ready for him. He didn't have anywhere to go.
So the defense of the Cardinals stiffening just a little bit here at the shadow of their own goal line. They're going to give Snyder a forward progress, so it'll still be on the 3-yard line, 3rd down. Is Roger Hannaford rolling his R's there? Sounded like he said 3rd and goal from the 3.
I've never been able to roll my R's.
You can't?
No, we used to do these trips down to Mexico, and
Snyder hands off to Heidebrecht, and he's in the zone. That's another Case and Son touchdown. Yeah, I tried to get into X-Men as a mutant because I could roll my R's. But I said, nah, that's not quite good enough.
well, we'd go down, we'd play soccer in the streets, and there'd be a car coming. I'd yell, "Caro!" And in Spanish, that means expensive if you don't roll your R.
Carro.
Yeah, if you say that, then it means car, but if you don't roll your R, it means expensive, and the kids would all yell, "No, es barato," which means, no, it's cheap.
Warriors leading 38-14, go for 2. Snyder wants to pass, pops it out there for Peterson, and he pulls that in.
Yeah.
That's a Case and Son 2-point conversion and a nice play.
We might have a replay on that. Peterson had this guy all over him when he caught that ball.
Yeah, he kind of fought through the defender to get there. 40-14, the Warriors with a lead here at the 7:39 point of the 4th quarter of the ball game. And I want to echo what Casey's been saying throughout the evening. It's just been a fun game.
Yeah, it is a fun game. It's fun to see the Warriors playing as well as they are and moving up and down the field.
I don't know what it was about last week's game. I think, to be fair, when you're trying to do these goofy broadcasts that we do, if equipment isn't working, it's kind of frustrating, and that affects your enjoyment of the game even. But that game just seemed to take forever to me last week.
Well, yeah, and for somebody who failed to pay attention to the weather report, it was a really long game.
Hey, I got to give you some props, because I thought surely second half you would come back with your jacket, and you were short sleeve shirt and shorts the entire ball game. It was amazing because I was cold, and I had on a wind shirt and a sweatshirt and a vest.
I'm a firm believer that you prepare for what's ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not prepared, you just endure it. And that was my situation last week. I was not properly prepared.
Kick from Neufeld. That one's handled pretty cleanly. Trying to get back this direction.
Met by a host of Warriors.
Sure was. Well, I know in the second half, seriously, you did a great job. I noticed a couple times you whimpered. Thought, well, that's not good. The whimpering's not good. But then you sucked it up.
At one point, I looked down, and the goosebumps on my hands were, I think you could measure them in inches. But I did survive, so it was all right.
We had about every kind of sound problem we could have last week. We got her done. And we even got the instant replays working tonight, so it's all good.
We're doing good. We can hear Casey doesn't have to have one happy spot.
Yeah, he's happy everywhere he is. 1st and 10 from the 36. Quarterback tried to fake. They tackled the man they faked to, and then they tackled him at the 30-yard line. We've got a flag down.
Yeah, Tyler Palak led the charge on that one. The flag comes in. I'm not sure what that's going to be on.
Daniel Hinton also in on that play.
Yep.
Would they call a hold? I missed it when I looked down.
I missed it too. I was looking at the sheet. They called holding. Yeah, Warriors declined the penalty, recognizing that the loss of yardage and the loss of downs is going to be better in the long run.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 15. The official forgot to turn his field mic off before he blew the whistle, and everybody in the stands was like, oh, man.
I saw a couple people reach up to test their hearing aid battery, but
2nd and 15. Hand off. Oh, my! Nailed in the backfield by Hinton.
Daniel Hinton exploded on this play.
Here's a shot from the Danny cam. Hinton right there, number 56, and he has gotten his eyes on the ball and the ball carrier.
Yeah, I'm not sure what 30 for Ell Saline was planning on doing, but he did not get in Daniel Hinton's way.
Hinton is a junior. He is 6'2", 198 pounds. So now it's 3rd and 18. Swing it out on that left side. Schultz is there to provide a little bit of interference, and then the rest of the Warriors catch up and make the tackle.
Yeah, Schultz did a great job of containing the play and slowing the player down so that the rest of the team could get there and make the stop.
They're going to pick up about 5 yards on that play. It'll make it 4th and 12 or 13. Coming in the game for the Warriors is Case Stringer, the freshman. He'll be in a... They're going to drop him back to field this punt. I think they are. He got in as a quarterback at the end of in the 4th quarter last week. Here's the punt. And the Warriors are just going to let it die, and it'll die on the 33-yard line.
Might call that the 37.
Yep, sorry. Missed the 5-yard mark in between there. I think that time Case started to drop back to field that punt, but we mentioned earlier the punt formation for Ell Saline. They don't show you that they're definitely punting, and he came on up then thinking they were going to go for it.
Yeah, and I think probably just a safe call, which is just let it fall where it ends up, and we'll take the ball from there. Don't risk fumbling the ball or messing the ball and giving a turnover.
5:50 to go. The Warriors back on the attack. Riggs with the carry. He gets the ball across the 40. He'll have a 4-yard gain. Warriors lead 40-14 here, midway point of the 4th quarter. Hey, Jeremiah, who are our 4th quarter sponsors?
I was just going to mention our 4th quarter sponsors are Marion Dye & Fixture, Edward Jones Investment, the Donahue Corporation, and the Lumberyard.
Warriors back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 6. Stupik on the far side, wanting a pass thrown his way. Doubt we'll see many passes. There's the pitch to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to get it forced out of bounds as he gets into Cardinal territory at the 49.
He's going to be a couple yards short of the 1st down.
The officials are kind of eyeballing it here, but I agree with you. It's short from. We probably have a better viewpoint here. Really, it's literally right in front of me.
Yeah. The Warriors ready to go. The ball's not in place yet.
They run up. Whoa! Something's missing here. Okay. 3rd and about a half yard from the 46. Oh, the ball pops up in the air. It's it's caught back there by Ezra Darnell. He'll take another look at that. It was quick hands on his part. And
yeah, kind of a look what I found.
He tries to make something happen after that, but it wasn't to be.
Going to bring up 4th down. We see Garrett Hoffner coming back to punt.
Warriors back on their own 37. 4th and 10, so Hoffner will punt the ball away. We haven't seen, is this the first punt for the Warriors tonight?
This is the first punt. We've had a couple 4th down conversions.
3rd punt of the game. Our Danny Cam man, which would be Danny.
Want to make that clear.
We have Bob on the Danny Cam. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Wait for him to spot it. And they're going to put it on. Oh, they're going to mark back up to, oh, my goodness gracious. So we're going to net about 7 yards on that punt as they're going to spot it on the 44.
Yeah, not the end result we were looking for.
Hey, Jeremiah, we'll be on the road next week to Chase County, an old traditional Cottonwood Valley League foe, the Bulldogs. Roger Schroeder will be on the call along with Casey Case and myself, and then we're back home for a little stretch after that. Get on the road, go over to Cottonwood Falls, and follow your Warriors next week.
That's right.
Oh, my. Big hit out there. Quarterback faked. Poor number 8. Do you have their lineup over there, Jeremiah? They faked the ball. We'll take a look at, well, here it is right here.
Number 8 is Cody Clancy, a 5'9 junior, 160 pounds.
And that was Jarrett McClendon. He just mauled the poor kid.
Yeah, he did not let him go anywhere.
Jeremy Head had been in on that play, comes out for a breather. 2nd and 10, no gain. Loss of 2 teeth. Hand off that time to number 20, and he makes a good run to the outside.
Yeah, and 20 is the one that broke one for a touchdown earlier.
And that's Dakota Kame, and we mentioned he went long the last time we called his name.
3:22 in the half in the game, really.
Well, you're right on both counts. It's 3:22 to go in the half, but since it's the second half, it's the game.
That's right.
40-14, the Warriors have substituted quite a bit right now.
Stand's starting to clear out a little bit as people are figuring this game's wrapped up.
Quarterback wide open, and he can't pull it in.
Yeah, he was wide open.
That was intended for Jacob Funk, and he just could not pull that in. See, I'm looking out here at some
Warriors with a young lineup out there, Mike.
Yes. There's Devin Ringy has come out on the field. Here's Eli Head. I thought I saw Riley Hake out there.
Antone Vinduska is on the line.
Hake's out here on this side at a cornerback position. And there's thought we had him. The Warriors bring him down. That tackle was by Devin Ringy. We just mentioned Devin. Number 7 out there, Evan Heidebrecht.
Noah Albin is out there.
Jacob Vondenkamp.
64 is Jared Ray.
The Warriors put the JV in at the start of the 4th quarter last week, and Remington was able to get a couple of scores on the board. From the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Quarterback pitches to that'd be Kame again as he goes around that left side. He's going to
glide into the end zone.
Yep. That misdirection fooled the young players.
Good experience for the young Warriors, the JV players. They didn't have a game on Monday. They got some time last Friday and get some time this Friday. And they'll take action at Ell Saline then on Monday after the weekend here.
Number 80, Sam Zinn in the ball game. Jeremiah, Gene, and I are planning on broadcasting the Old Settlers Day Parade tomorrow, which, of course, no one, when you hear this on Sunday, that won't matter. But hopefully folks will have enjoyed the parade. And if you didn't see it on the air Sunday, then keep watching. It'll be rebroadcast on MCTV Channel 20. It'll be on, as a matter of fact, on when you're watching this, if you're watching it on Sunday night. Now, if you're watching Wednesday, ignore this. But if you're watching on Sunday, it'll run Monday and Tuesday on even hours. So it'll run at 2 and 4 and 6 and so on.
Very good.
Can you follow that?
I think so.
I think you can, too. I think we've proven tonight that you are a better football broadcaster than you are weatherman.
I'm relieved about that. I thought we were going to be. And I thought we were going to be invaded by fans.
In defense of Jeremiah, there at the end of the first half, it really was on our monitor, little droplets of water were falling from the sky, and you could probably call that rain.
Probably, some places.
Or birds, yeah. 2:19 to go. Warriors lead 40-22. I'd like to see old Mason Peterson run this back for a touchdown and get back that one we just lost.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Last week against Remington, they really did not have, and we talked about that at length, enough players to put in a JV, which is why we didn't have a JV game on Monday. Ell Saline does. I'll be disappointed if they come back with a varsity offense here. Another onside kick, and the Warriors fall on it.
Warriors able to recover that after it gets through a few of them.
That, as I look out there, I see a lot of the Warriors regulars on that kickoff return team. I thought I saw a couple of younger players as well.
Trying to figure out which Warriors are going to go out for offense here.
The Warriors are still huddled up on the sideline. Ell Saline's over the ball. Did we call a timeout?
I don't think we did.
The official has not blown the whistle to start the clock. Here come the Warriors. Now this is the JV for the Warriors. You've got Anton Vendeska that you mentioned earlier on defense.
Caleb Hett, number 70.
Ezra Darnell.
Jared Ray's out there.
Number 80, Sam Zinn. We've got an official's timeout now. Chase Stringer, number 5, is going to be in at quarterback.
We're playing ball now.
Stringer keeps. We're going to get forward for about a yard. That snap was a little high. Last week we started with a fumble in that situation. That time he handled it better.
Yeah, he was able to rein it in and get a few yards.
Let's look out there. I think we've got at least some pretty heavy substitutions for Ell Saline, don't we?
Yeah, I think they're into some of their JV players here.
Number 10 coming in the ballgame for the Warriors, Austin Neufeld, who's been the kicker, of course, all evening. He's going to come in on offense.
28 for Ell Saline, Spencer Kame. He's a sophomore. We've seen his brother do some damage in this game.
There's a pitch. That was intended for Ringy, and all really Devin can do is fall on it. That was the wise thing to do. Clock still moving at 1:15. Now remember, at the end of the game, stay tuned. We will have a few closing comments from Casey and Jeremiah and myself as the St. Luke Hospital fourth quarter report, and then we'll break to some messages from our sponsors. When we come back, Casey will have some interviews with some Warriors players. Sam Zinn back in the ball game along with Riley Hake. 3rd and 23. See if Sam's got that 3rd and 23 play in his pocket.
That's right.
Good experience for the young freshman. Handoff.
Nothing there.
That was Albin, am I right on that? Yes, Noah Albin.
Noah Albin on the carry.
Bring up 4th down. 20 seconds. I don't think the Warriors will have to punt. I think we can let the clock expire here. Warrior fans stand and applaud the 40-22 score, and the Warriors team that put it together. Casey, maybe we come down to you real quick for your post-game thoughts in the St. Luke Hospital final quarterly report. Casey, do we hear you? I got no Casey.
Is your mic on?
Casey, is your head mic on? Okay. Use your handheld, Casey.
If you can hear me up there, I think my battery's out on this deal right here.
We got you.
Let me see if I can go with the, well, I guess I can't hear you anyway.
Well, we're going to, Casey's going to get some, that's Casey's fourth quarter St. Luke Hospital quarterly report. Casey's going to run out there and try to line up some interviews with some of the Warriors seniors. We don't have many.
For this
we only
thing,
have 3.
and I can get some interviews.
We're communicating with hand signals here, and Casey's going to get going when he gets going. Casey's got the 3 seniors lined up there, and when he starts talking, we'll stop. Got Adam Saline down there.
William Adame.
Okay, guys, I can't hear them up there because my battery went dead, so I have no idea what's happening. So hopefully they're going to be able to hear you through this mic. First of all, the king, Adam Saline, Sr., give us your thoughts on tonight's game. Hold that close to your mouth.
It was a good game. We came out kind of slow, but then we got it picked up definitely in the second half. Got fired up with a few plays. Came out and fought like warriors and got a win. It's always good.
William Adame, your thoughts on the game tonight?
We did really good. We did start off kind of slow, but as the game went on, we started getting more as one mind, one body. We took it to the house. We controlled. We did really good.
Dylan Pippin, you guys only have 3 seniors on the team tonight. That's a great game. You guys, by the way, are all soaked in sweat, which means you guys played hard. Very enjoyable game to watch from our standpoint. You guys seem to be getting a little quicker. Things are hitting a little faster. Defense coming together. What do you think, Dylan?
We had a couple good practices. Coach really got a point across. Really got us motivated and ready for this game.
4-0, guys. That's pretty awesome. Go to Chase County next week. Keep on rolling. I hope they're hearing this. I hope they hear it, but I can't tell if they are or not. So great job, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I guess that's all we're going to hear from Casey. Had he looked at us, we could have given him the thumbs up, but he's still looking at the ground. Well, Jeremiah, big win for the Warriors. We talked about maybe this telling a story about the Warrior team. I think it told a good story. It's hard to compare. You can compare scores. Sometimes it doesn't matter. But Sedgwick put a thumping on these guys. So did we.
Yep. Warriors came out, played a really good game. There's a couple scores I'm sure we would like to have back that we gave up. But other than those, I think the Warriors passing game was good. The running game was good. And the defense stood tall most of the game. Looking forward to going to Chase County. For a lot of people from Marion and from Chase County, that game has some significance. Not as much these days for the players, but it's always fun to go over to Chase County or have them here and have a good Cottonwood Valley football game.
Yeah, that is exactly right. Well, for Casey Case, who had he had an extra battery in his pocket, would have been perfect for the night, but everything seemed to work. For Danny Maddox, who we realized that we need to give him a little more latitude to move around the booth, but we're going to get that figured out. But he did a great job on the Danny cam. For Jay Smith, who overcame his personality and did a really great job with the camera, as he always does. For Gene Winkler, who spent the whole week kind of repairing things that we needed repaired, and that's in addition to working like a dog on this press box. And Jeremiah, always enjoy it. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks, man. Oh, you turned off your mic. Okay, well, good. It's all me. To you, the bottom line here, folks, it was a great time. Hope to see you out here soon. So, to everyone out there, good night, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Good night, Red. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Gabby Gabbard, wherever you are.